जय प्रभुपाद जय प्रभुपाद जय प्रभुपाद श्रील प्रभुपाद जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राज गजार्य अष्टोत्तर श्री श्रीमती जुलान एसी भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी जगत गुरु शिल प्रभुपाद की जय। इस्कॉन फाउंडर बीबीडी फाउंडर जगत गुरु शिल प्रभुपाद की जय। जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राज गजार्य अष्टोत्तर श्री श्रीमती जुलान भक्ति सिद्धांत सहस्र ठाकुर महाराज शिल प्रभुपाद की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। नामाचार्य शिल हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासदि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम महापुराण की जय। समवेता गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। जय निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे। All glories to the assembled devotees Hare. All glories to the assembled devotees Hare Krishna. All glories to the assembled devotees Hare Krishna. All glories, all glories, all glories to Shri Shri Guru and Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Okay, Hare Krishna everyone. Welcome this morning Srimad Bhagavatam class to Sri Sri Radha Gopinath temple. So we are doing Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 4, Chapter 7, and today is text number 15. Please repeat after me. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Yosau Maya Vidita Tattva Drisha Svayam. Yosau Maya Vidita Tattva Drisha Svayam. Chipto durukti bisikhair biganayatan mam. Chipto durukti bisikhair biganayatan mam. Arvak patantam arhat arvak patantam arhatam nindayapad. Arvak patantam arhatam nindayapad. Drishyardraya sa Bhagavan Swakritena Tushyet. Drishyardraya sa Bhagavan Swakritena Tushyet. Yosau Maya Vidita Tattva Drisha Savayam. Chipto durukti bisikhair biganayatan mam. Arvak patantam arhatam nindayapad. Drishyardraya sa Bhagavan Swakritena Tushyet. Yosau Maya Vidita Tattva Drisha Savayam. Chipto durukti bisikhair biganayatan mam. Arvak patantam arhatam nindayapad. Drishyardraya sa Bhagavan Swakritena Tushyet. Prabhuji, please. Mataji's, please. Yosho maya vidita tattva drisha sabhayam क्षिप्तो दुरुक्ति विशिखैर्विगनय्य तन्माम् अर्वाक् पतन्तम् अर्हतं निन्दयापात् दृष्ट्यार्द्रया स भगवान् स्वकृतेन तुष्येत् योऽसौ मया विदित तत्त्वदृशा सभायाम् क्षिप्तो दुरुक्तिविशिखैर्विगनय्य तन्माम् अर्वाक् पतन्तम् अर्हतं निन्दयापात् दृष्ट्यार्द्रया स भगवान् स्वकृतेन तुष्येत् योऽसौ मया विदित तत्त्वदृशा सभायाम् क्षिप्तो दुरुक्तिविशिखैर्विगनय्य तन्माम् अर्वाक् पतन्तम् अर्हतं निन्दयापात् दृष्ट्यार्द्रया स भगवान् स्वकृतेन तुष्येत्. Okay, word for word. Yah, who, also that, maya, by me, avidita tattva, without knowing the actual fact, drisha, by experience, sabhayam, in the assembly, क्षिप्तः, was abused, durukti, unkind words, vishikhahi, by the arrows of viganaya, taking no notice of, tat, that, mam, me, arvak, downwards, patantam, gliding down to the hell, arhatama, the most respectable, nindaya, by defamation, apat, saved, drishtya, seeing, ardraya, out of compassion, saha, that, Bhagavan, your lordship, swakritena, by your own mercy, tushyet, be satisfied. Okay, translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Translation. Please repeat after me. I did not know your full glories. For this reason, I threw arrows of sharp words at you in the open assembly. Although you did not take them into account, I was going down to hell because of my disobedience to you, who are the most respectable personality. But you took compassion upon me and saved me by awarding punishment. I request that you be pleased by your own mercy, since I cannot satisfy you by my words. Okay, purport. As usual, a devotee in an adverse condition of life accepts such a condition to be the mercy of the Lord. Factually, the insulting words used by Daksha against Lord Shiva were enough to have him thrown perpetually into a hellish life. But Lord Shiva, being kind toward him, awarded him punishment to neutralize the offense. King Daksha realized this and feeling obliged for Lord Shiva's magnanimous behavior, wanted to show his gratitude. Sometimes a father punishes his child, and when the child is grown up and comes to his senses, he understands that the father's punishment was not actually punishment but mercy. Similarly, Daksha appreciated that the punishment offered to him by Lord Shiva was a manifestation of Lord Shiva's mercy. That is the symptom of a person making progress on the path of Krishna consciousness. It is said that a devotee in Krishna consciousness never takes any miserable condition of life to be condemnation by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He accepts the miserable condition to be the grace of the Lord. He thinks, I would have been punished or put into a more dangerous condition of life due to my past misdeeds, but the Lord has protected me. Thus, I have received only a little punishment as token execution of the law of karma. Thinking of His grace in that way, a devotee always surrenders to the Supreme Personality of Godhead more and more seriously and is not disturbed by such so-called punishment. Jai Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Om Jnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahiyam Dadati Shapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Pada Kamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamsa Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Visakhanvitamsa He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Namo Mahabadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gaurituse Namaha Vancha kalpataruvescha kripa sindhuvevacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Welcome again this morning Srimad Bhagavatam class to the Sri Sri Radha Gopinath temple. Very nice to see all the devotees here. So welcome again. So I'll read the translation one again and we'll begin our discussion. Translation. Thereafter, I did not know your full glories. For this reason I threw sharp arrows at you in the open assembly, although you did not take them into account. I was going down to the hell because of my disobedience to you, who are the most respectable personality. But you took compassion upon me and saved me by avoiding punishment. I request that you be pleased by your own mercy, since I cannot satisfy you by my words. Which statement is this? To whom? Lord Shiva. This is the statement of Daksha. Daksha is saying to Lord Shiva, I did not know your full glories, and not knowing your full glories, I offended you. I used sharp arrows, words of sharp arrow, offended you using the sharp words. And because of that offense, because of not knowing your glory, because of not knowing your position, because of that offense, I was going to go to the hell. But you mercifully give me punishment, and I'm being saved now. Like that, Daksha is saying to Lord Shiva. And he's being more obliged, showing his gratitude. I was going to hell, but Lord Shiva mercifully showed me, give me punishment. Otherwise, I was going to the hell because of my offenses. Like that, Daksha is thinking, Daksha is praying to Lord Shiva, and Daksha is showing gratitude to Lord Shiva. I did not understand your full glories. This is quite significant sentence in this translation, we can say. Who is Lord Shiva? Who is Lord Shiva? What's the position of Lord Shiva? Anyone? Yes, Vaishnavanam Yathasambho. Topmost Vaishnav is Lord Shiva. Topmost Puran is Srimad Bhagavatam. Like that it is mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam. Vaishnavanam Yathasambho. Lord Shiva is topmost Vaishnav. Topmost Vaishnav, at the same time, Lord Shiva, he has his own tattva, he has his own category. There is Ishwar, Supreme Lord, Krishna, Ishwar, and there is Jiva Tattva, and in between that, there is Lord Shiva. It is mentioned like when Lord Krishna, he wants to deal with material manifestation, material nature, he takes the form of Lord Shiva. Example is given like the milk turning into the yogurt. Like the milk turns into the yogurt. Like, and yogurt, we can say in that sense, yogurt is milk also. But at the same time, yogurt is not milk. That's the position of Lord Shiva. When Krishna, he wants to deal with material manifestation, he comes as Lord Shiva. So that's his position, so exalted position. He's respectable, he's worshipable for all the jivas because of his glorious position. If we see, like Vaishnavanam Yathasambhu, Vaishnavas, and even the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna comes to this material world, he performs his lila. He performs his lila just like that of human beings. If we see in the Braj lila, he's like acting like a naughty child. He's like going around, pinching if some baby is sleeping in the house, pinching the baby, making them cry, going around, running without any clothes, running behind the animals, right? And stealing the butters, sometimes stealing the clothes also. Like, if we see, like he's doing completely Nara Leela, exactly like that of human beings. The reason like Krishna is doing that Nara Leela, the reason Krishna is acting or performing his pastimes similar to that of a human being is to attract the human being. That's the reason. That's his mercy. He shows the whole world who is running after like material enjoyment, who is like running after the false enjoyment. Krishna is showing them the mercy. See, I am like this. I'm human-like form. You can connect with me. You can love me and you can play with me. I will reciprocate you. You can love me. I will reciprocate you. This kind of Krishna is giving. But when Lord Krishna comes and acts like a human being, he is Lord Krishna, he is Supreme Lord. When he comes to this material world, he comes by his own sambhav. There is given like sambhavami atma mayaya. He is coming down, his personal form, and he is performing his lila. Everything is under his atma mayaya. That means under his internal potency, antaranga sakti. He is doing everything under his antaranga sakti. But Mayavadis, they have the misconception. I was recently reading, they have the misconception, like they are thinking Supreme Brahman is the ultimate. That's not the fact. What the Vaishnava philosophy says, what the Srimad Bhagavatam says. Srimad Bhagavatam says, Satchidananda Vigraha, form of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, that's the ultimate. But Mayavadis, they have a misconception that the Supreme Brahman, there is nothing called Satchidananda Vigraha. For them, ultimate is Brahman, effulgence, Supreme Brahman, that's the ultimate. They have that misconception. Supreme Brahman is the ultimate, and when Supreme Brahman comes to this material world and acts, does his pastime, he also comes under the material nature, just like the jivas. Just like the jivas, they come to this material world. We are acting under the material nature. We are completely forced completely under the control of material nature we are. But the Supreme Lord, Sri Krishna, when He comes, He performs His pastimes. He manifests His personal form. He does not do so. He does not do so. Because He is Jiva are under the control of the nature. But Supreme Personality of God, Sri Krishna, is the master of nature also. Daivi hi esha gunamai mama maya duratiyaya. Mama maya is, Krishna is saying like that, mama maya. The nature, prakriti, that is my energy. And like Krishna is energetic, prakriti is, nature is energy. How can lower, like being in that relationship, like Krishna is energetic, prakriti is his energy. In that sense, Krishna is supreme, the prakriti is subordinate or inferior. And in that sense, in their calculation, how can inferior control the superior? That's the misconception of Mayavadis. They think that only Supreme Brahman is the perfect. Only Supreme Brahman is the ultimate. There is nothing called Sachidananda Vigraha. And they think the Roop, Swarup, form, Sachidananda Vigraha of Krishna and all his pastimes to be under the material control, under the material nature, just like that of the Jivas. So in that connection, there is very nice example, right? Like there is the jail. In the jail, there is the prisoners also, right? There is the prisoners, and there is the policeman, and sometimes the king, right? King of the estate, he goes to visit the jail. Like there is two conditions: king going to visit the jail, and the ordinary prisoners going to the jail. There is difference. Ordinary prisoners going to the jail, they are like getting punishment. They are under the force, they are under the law, and they are under the punishment. But the king, when he goes to visit the jail, he is not under the punishment. He is not forcing. He is not under the force. He is doing by his own will. Like that's the position of Sri Krishna. When he comes to this material manifestation, material world, when he manifests his personal form, when he manifests his leelas, everything is under his Atma Maya, under his internal potency. And as I already mentioned, Mayavadis, because of their misconception, they offend Krishna like that. That is the greatest offense, it is mentioned. To think like Krishna doesn't have any form. To bring Sachidananda Vigraha, Sachidananda Roop of Krishna into the equal to the expansion of material nature, to think like that, to try to bring Supreme Personality of God into the level of the Jiva, that is the greatest offense it is given. That's why it is mentioned. Jibera uddara hetu sutra koilo vyas mayavadi ra bhashya sunile bhai sarvanas. Vyasadev, to like all the jivas, right? We living entities are in this material world. They are thinking in terms of bodily conception. Eternally, by constitutional position, Jivera Swarup Bhaya Krishna Nityadas. They are like eternally servant of Krishna. But they have forgotten that relationship. They are eternal Aham Brahmasmi. They are the spirit soul, part and parcel of Krishna, Supreme Brahman. But they have forgotten that position. They are thinking, I am this body. I want to do this. I want to satisfy my senses. I want to work like that. I want to perform this activity, that activity to satisfy my senses and to become happy. They are thinking like that. But Krishna mercifully comes, shows his personal form, and performs his leelas and attracts the jivas. And same thing, Krishna showing his personal form and Krishna performing his pastimes. Srila Vyasadeva, Jibera Uddara Hetu Sutra Koila Vyas. In the form of Srimad Bhagavatam, Vyasadeva has written that all the pastimes, all the beautiful forms of Krishna. But Mayavadira Bhashya Sunile Hoy Sarvanas. Lord Chaitanya is saying like that. Lord Chaitanya says in Chaitanya Charitamrita, to save the jivas, for the betterment of the jivas, Vyasadeva has given Srimad Bhagavatam. You hear that Srimad Bhaggavatam, you read, you study Srimad Bhagavatam. But instead of reading and studying Srimad Bhagavatam, if you hear the commentaries of the Mayavadi, Sarvanas, Mayavadi Bhashya Sunile, Hoy Sarvanas, like that Lord Chaitanya is saying. So that's why in the beginning of the spiritual life, it's definitely in the if we are in the beginning phase of spiritual life, we tend to hear from this source, we tend to hear from that source also, we like to hear from that person, this person, we like to hear from everyone, right? Because we think we don't have that proper conception in the beginning. We think like everything is spiritual. Let me hear from this, that, this, that. But we should be very, very careful. We should be very, very careful. From whom we are hearing. It is mentioned like even the advanced devotees, if they hear the commentaries of the Mayavadis, they can also even fall down. That can contaminate them also, like that it is mentioned. So that's the position. Like Krishna, Sambhavami Atma Maya. Krishna is always in his like divine position, always in his transcendental position. And same way, the devotee of Krishna, right? Devotee of Krishna is also always under the internal potency, Yoga Maya, under the internal potency, because they have like intimate connection with Krishna. They have intimate devotion with Krishna. Because of that, Krishna mercifully accepts that service, that devotion, that love of the devotees. Krishna accepts that and reciprocates back. And before, like jivas were under the material nature, and Krishna mercifully picks them up and brings to the internal energy. So that's the position of the Vaishnavas also. Vaishnavas are also not under the material nature. Vaishnavas are also transcendental to the divine platform, just like Lord Krishna. And like we also see, right? From outside, like we see the devotees. Like we tend to see from like externally only. Even if like greatest devotees, greatest Vaishnava, greatest Sadhu Mahabhagavad is walking, we may tend to see like externally only. Even like deity is there. Sri Krishna is personally there, standing there, gracing everyone. So we may tend to see, he's just the stone, we may tend to think like that. So if we think like that, Daksha is saying, not knowing your full glory, I offended you. Because of that, I was going to the hell. Like that Daksha is saying. Same thing will happen to us also. If we see Vaishnavas externally, if we see the deities only externally as a stone. It is mentioned like, if someone thinks deity to be stone, and if someone thinks Vaishnava belonging to some category, they are the candidate going for the hell. Like that it is mentioned. So yeah, this is the mention. And let's go further down. I request that you be pleased by your own mercy. I request you that you be pleased by your own mercy, since I cannot satisfy you by my words. Right? Same thing, right? Sri Krishna. He's like Supreme Bhagavan. He's full with 6 opulences. He's full with 6 opulences. He has like all energy. He has like all beauty. He has got all fame, all education, all knowledge, all renunciation, right? All his strength. He has got full opulences. 6 opulences in full he has got. So that's Krishna's position. Then if we see like, what can we give Krishna, right? What can we give Krishna? He's already full. He's already perfect. What can we give him to make him more happy? What our small donation may make Krishna happy? What our small service may make Krishna happy? No, that doesn't. Krishna doesn't need anyone's service. He doesn't need anyone's service. He's completely perfect. He's completely full. He doesn't need anyone's donation. He doesn't need anyone's service. Nothing. But Krishna still accepts. Actually, we should think like that. That's the position of Krishna. He's perfect. He's complete. Full in 6 opulences. He doesn't need anyone's service. He doesn't need anyone's nothing. That's Krishna's position. But if we, considering that position, and if we thinking our position, understanding our lowly position, in that humble attitude, in that submissive attitude, if we engage in the service of Krishna, Krishna mercifully accepts that service. Krishna mercifully accepts that service. That means Krishna is looking after only the love, only the devotion. Not that what externally you are giving, how much money you are giving, what service you are doing, how many times you come into temple to wash the pot. Krishna is not watching that. What do you have in your heart? Krishna is watching that. And Krishna loves that. So, let's go to the purport one time. That is a symptom of a person making progress on the path of Krishna consciousness. Like here, like Daksha Prajapati, he is like showing gratitude, right, to Lord Shiva. I offended you, but you punished me, That was your mercy. I was going to the hell, but you saved me from going to the hell. Like that, he's coming to the senses and showing gratitude to Lord Shiva. And Srila Prabhupada is saying that is the symptom of a person making progress in Krishna consciousness. Yeah, we should learn from this. We should also have the gratitude. Every morning we come to Krishna, we show our gratitude. Thanks for giving me this such a nice opportunity. We have to show that gratitude. Not that, hey, I know this, I know that, I will do this, I will do that. Krishna will accept that. No. We should come in the submissive mood, humble mood, and offer our small service to Krishna. And that only Krishna accepts. It is mentioned like Krishna's exalted position, it is mentioned. Krishna is so exalted. Even the greatest demigods, they also want to see Krishna. They also want to take darshan of Krishna. They are always eager to see Krishna and take darshan of Krishna. For them also, it is very rare to see Krishna. Like, there is one very nice statement. Like, one time, all the demigods, they came to see Krishna in Dwaraka, and there was a doorkeeper of Krishna. And he's like, there is like all the demigods coming. There is the big crowd, like very hard, big crowd there of all the demigods. And the doorkeeper says that, my dear Brahma and Lord Shiva, please go away. And my dear Indra, please stop reciting your prayers. And my dear other demigods, don't think that you will get chance to see Krishna today. Like that doorkeeper was saying to the demigods. That's the actual position of Krishna. And similarly, like one time, Lord Brahma, of course Lord Brahma is pure devotee, but for the lila, but for the pastime's sake, Lord Brahma one time came to see Krishna in Dwaraka and says, I want to see Dwarkadish, to the doorkeeper. And doorkeeper goes, doorkeeper asked, who are you? And Brahma says, I am Brahma. And tell Dwarkadish that Brahma has come, like that Brahma says, and goes inside. Some Brahma has come to see you. Like to the Dwarkadish, the doorkeeper is saying, some Brahma is coming to see you. And Krishna asks, which Brahma? Like that, which Brahma? Like that Krishna asks, and come out. Which Brahma? Like that doorkeeper asks to Brahma. Tell him that father of 4 Kumaras has come. Like that Brahma replies. And okay, Dwarkadish, father of 4 Kumaras has come to see you. Doorkeeper says. And Krishna says, okay, let him in. And Brahma goes in and offers his respects. And prayers, everything. And after waking up, like Krishna is asking, how are you? How is everything going? Is everything going good or no? Like that Krishna says. And Brahma is thinking, he got confused before, right? Which Brahma? He got, hey, is there some other Brahma also? He got that kind of conception. He got confused. And he says to Krishna, okay, I'll tell everything later, but first dissipate my confusion. Is there other Brahmas also? Like that Brahma asks to Krishna. And Krishna immediately does some meditation, closes his eyes, and invokes, does something. And all the Brahmas, so many Brahmas comes there. Brahmas with 10 heads, 20 heads, 100, like millions of heads. Same Shiva also with hundreds of thousands of millions of heads, Lord Shiva. And Indra also. So many demigods are coming like that. They are coming to Dwaraka. And our Brahma, he has got only 4 heads. And he's seeing like so many Brahmas with so many heads, tens of thousands of millions of heads there the Brahma is seeing. And he's like perplexed now. He's like, his pride is crushed now. And it is mentioned like all the demigods, all the Brahmas and Lord Shivas, they came and they were offering prayers and they were like bowing down to Krishna. And like when they were bowing down, like all the demigods, they had the crowns, and like crowns were making the nice sound. It is mentioned that as if like the demigods were bowing down to Krishna, and at that time the crowns were hitting the floor and crowns was making the sound. It sounds, it looks as if crown was offering obeisances to Krishna. Like that it is mentioned. The sum and substance is, Krishna is so great, Krishna is so perfect, Krishna is supremely exalted. Even the greatest demigods also very, very much eager to see him, eager to take his darshan. For them also very rare to see Krishna. He is complete in himself, he is perfect in himself, full in himself. So what does he need from us? He doesn't need anything from us. Not that I can give some donation and Krishna will be happy. I'll go to kitchen and wash some dishes, Krishna will be happy. I'll go and clean the temple and Krishna will be happy. No, There are Lakshmi Sahasra Sada Sambrama Shebhya Manam. There are millions of Lakshmis, millions of goddesses of fortune are eager to serve Krishna. Right? There are like Lakshmis, it is mentioned like in the Vaikuntha there is no dust at all. Even if there is no dust, Lakshmis are very much eager to keep everything clean. They are always cleaning to achieve, to get the attention of Krishna. It is mentioned. Like most perfect beings, most perfect exalted devotees, most perfect and most exalted personalities are there to serve Krishna. What does he need from us? What does he need from us? We are most insignificant. We are most lowly. What does he need from us? He doesn't need anything from us. But he's so merciful. If we come to our senses in a humble, submissive attitude, with gratitude, and with lots of respect, and with submission, if we come and genuinely offer some nice prayers, genuinely offer some small service, he accepts that. That's his mercy. That's the mercy of Krishna. How merciful Krishna is. He accepts that. He doesn't need, but still he accepts that. That's how merciful Krishna is. In this connection, I'm remembering like one incident. I was reading in the Servant of Servant book by His Holiness Tamal Krishna Goswami Maharaj, and Srila Prabhupada, one time Srila Prabhupada invites Tamal Krishna Goswami Maharaj to his place and for dinner. And Tamal Krishna Maharaj goes there and takes dinner with Srila Prabhupada and talks about Krishna with Srila Prabhupada. And Srila Prabhupada there talks and shares different things about Krishna. Krishna does this in his spiritual world, this, that. And Mother Yashoda gives this kind of laddu in Krishna's pocket. This, that, everything Krishna shares. And at last Srila Prabhupada says, Krishna is so great. Krishna is so merciful. And like at that time, Tamal Krishna Goswami Maharaj mentions like in that book, Prabhupada was like, he was speaking in like full emotion, you know. He was speaking in full emotion. With full love and emotion to Tamal Krishna Maharaj. Krishna is so merciful. Even though he's so great, he accepts the little jiva service. He accepts the little jiva, even if he's so great, he accepts the little jivas, like that Prabhupada was saying. So that's the position of Krishna, that's the mercy of Krishna. He doesn't need anything from us. He doesn't want anything from us. But if we come sincerely, genuinely, humbly, offer some nice prayers, offer some nice service, right? That way we can please Krishna. That way we can please Krishna, attain the mercy, attract the mercy of Krishna. If we have mercy of Krishna, and then only our life is perfect. If Krishna is there, if mercy of Krishna is there, if attraction for Krishna is there, then our life is perfect. Otherwise, what is the use of life, right? We should have that. So that's the sum and substance of our life. That's the sum and substance of all the living entities. Jiber Swarupa Krishna Nityadas. The Jivas has the eternal relationship with Krishna, loving relationship with Krishna. So if that relationship, if that loving relationship, if that consciousness is there in the Jivas, and then his life is perfect. Otherwise, what's the use? He might have millions of dollars. He might have millions of followers, right? He might have so many beautiful wives, so many followers, right? What's the use? Nothing. Everything ends with the body. But if he has some small attraction for Krishna, if he has like some small attraction for Krishna, that small attraction that can put all the followers, all the millions of dollars of property, all the beautiful wives in one side, and that one small attraction for Krishna on one side. That small attraction for Krishna, small love for Krishna, that can like put this down, like so this can win big time. Cannot compare, right? That's the position. That's the position of Krishna. And yeah, as I mentioned, we cannot give anything to Krishna. We should always remember that. Of course, in our conditioned state, we tend to forget these things. Or we tend to come to the conscious, hey, I can do this, I can do that. I'm this, I'm that. I know this very nice. I can do this very nicely. Krishna will accept that. We tend to come to this position, this pride, this kind of pride. But we should always understand who is the master. We should always understand who is the master. And for that end, we should read the Shastras. We should hear from the sadhus. Reading the Shastras and hearing from sadhus is very, very important. And chanting Krishna's name, that's very, very important. So if we do that things nicely, that can protect our consciousness, that can give us proper intelligence and proper mood, proper consciousness to approach Krishna and to serve Krishna. So like that, I like to stop there. If there is any comments or any correction, please. Hare Krishna. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Prabhu, that's the thing, Prabhu. So, of course, like, like it might be mentioning different way in the translation, but fact is that, like Vaishnavas, they are like, they have Krishna, they have love for Krishna, they have attraction for Krishna. So they are always satisfied. Even if someone blasphemes them, offends them, they don't care, right? That cannot touch them. They have Krishna always. But if like some Vaishnavas, like he's being offended, he may not care for that. If some other Vaishnavas is being offended in front of him, he might be violent at that time. He can be violent. He should be violent at that time. Lord Chaitanya says, right? Tiranadapi sunichena tarurabi sahishnuna amanina manadena kirtanya sadahari. Similarly, like Lord Chaitanya also showed this example, right? He was like so many brahmanas in the Navadvip when like Lord Chaitanya and his parties used to do the performance of Sankirtan, right? Like brahmanas, ritualistic brahmanas, they used to offend. And even the Mayavadis at the Varanasi, when Lord Chaitanya was going and performing Sankirtan, they were blaspheming Lord Chaitanya. Oh, there is the sentimentalist sannyasi. He's supposed to read Vedanta, but he's chanting and dancing like a madman. Such a sentimental, like that, Lord Chaitanya was being blasphemed, but Lord Chaitanya didn't care for that. But when Lord Nityananda Prabhu and Haridas Thakur, when they went to preach, they were dealing with Jagai Madai, and they attacked Lord Nityananda. At that time, Lord Chaitanya heard that, and he immediately became furious. He immediately went there to kill them, but he didn't kill them. Of course, Nityananda Prabhu is very merciful. He says like, if you think these people are sinful and you want to kill them, in the Kali Yuga, everything is sinful, everyone is sinful. You will kill everyone? Like that Nityananda Prabhu says, and Lord Chaitanya shows mercy to Jagai Madai. So that's the position, Prabhu. Yeah? Yes, Prabhu. Yeah. So it is given right in that connection itself. Is that in that section itself it is given like they had like friendly relationship, like Chitraketu Maharaj and the Lord Shiva, they had like friendly relationship, and Chitraketu was giving some joking words. Like for Lord Shiva, that was like joking words. He could understand. He's my friend. He's giving joking words. He's giving like that. And but Mother Parvati, of course, she got offense. She took offense, of course. So yeah, that's the reason he didn't take any offense at that time. He knows like he's my friend. He's dealing in terms of friendly dealings. He's doing some friendly dealings. He doesn't take offense. Maybe Daksha Prajapati also had done like in the first time he blasphemed Lord Shiva, right? After that, Lord Shiva was quiet, like he didn't do anything, any attack. But again, like he's like again and again coming and trying to blaspheme Lord Shiva. And like because of his offenses, because of his attitude, because of his misdeeds, even like Mother Sati has to quit body. And at that time, Lord Shiva becomes furious. Not that at first time he becomes furious, right? So same comes, right? Daksha's dealings with Lord Shiva and Chitraketu's dealing with Lord Shiva is completely different, Prabhu. Completely different. Okay? Yes, Prabhu. Mayavadi means like, it is mentioned like if someone thinks, like it is said like, Ishvara Parama Krishna Satchid Ananda Vigraha, right? Krishna has his eternal form. Krishna has his transcendental divine form. And his pastimes, everything connected to Krishna, his entourage, his leelas, everything is divine, everything is transcendental. But like if someone thinks like that divine to be the expansion of the material nature, expansion of three modes of material nature, they are Mayavadis, it is mentioned. Doesn't accept the form of the Lord, rather impose the rather like think like Lord's form is expansion of material nature. If they think like that, that's Mayavadi. What's the hope for Mayavadis, right? There is no hope for Mayavadis. Devotees take so much pleasure in chanting Krishna's name, doing Krishna Kirtan, hearing Krishna Katha, discussing Krishna, serving Krishna. Devotees take so much of pleasure. Mayavadis, they think that Krishna is, they think like that, same thing like in Varanasi. He's thinking like Lord Chaitanya is in his like transcendental ecstasy, but Mayavadi sannyasis, Prakashananda Saraswati and all the disciples, they are thinking such a sentimentalist. That's the position. It is mentioned, because of their misconception, Mayavadis take, which is non-spiritual, to be actually spiritual. Like what is actually spiritual? Actually spiritual is to engage in the service of Krishna, to engage, to serve the transcendental senses of Krishna. That's actually spiritual. But Mayavadis think to merge into the Supreme Brahman, that's the spiritual misconception. Yeah? All good? जय ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम महापुराण की जय, जगत गुरु शिल प्रभुपाद की जय, शिशि गौर निताय की जय, जय जगन्नाथ स्वामी बलदेव प्रभु सुभद्रा महारानी की जय, जय जय श्री श्री राधा गोपीनाथ भगवान की जय, समवेता गौर भक्त वृंद की जय, जय निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे।